let this be a lesson to you. It's about 115 degrees today, and the 2001 Subaru is crushing the plastic ramps. So, I guess don't use these when it's hot. 2001 Subaru Outback. I guess you could call this your steering gear assembly. So what happened here was this boot, this rubber boot, is broke off. This is a junkyard unit. The one on the car, it broke right there, and it's got a bunch of dirt there, and it's all ground everything up. So your front tires do this when you hit gear and stop. It's jerking back and forth. So this in here feels stiff. It's not going back and forth. The one on the car will. So I'm gonna clean this up before I put it under the car. Got one of these for like, I don't know, $13, $14. I'll get you a part number on that. Part number is Master Pro K9446, and the import direct stuff was nowhere close to what this looked like. So import direct may actually fit. This looks a little small. 19's kind of loose on there. And then this is 13 millimeter. First thing I'm gonna do, I wanna just get this thing back to the same position. So I'm gonna clean this up, take it to a bench grinder, shine it up on the wire brush. Take a paint pen. We're gonna mark it. And we're gonna let that dry. While that's drying, we'll go ahead and work on this. Try to reuse these old clips if I can. All right, pretty crusty up in there. So we'll cut this off. Pair of Fiskars shears, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not Fiskars, but Fiskars makes good stuff. Anyway, so that is the right diameter. And I don't think the Master Pro is the right one. It is not. Because this shaft is over a 1/2 inch in diameter, but it's, the auto parts store said it's 9/16, and it is not. It's just under that. Just cut this old one off, see what the damage is in here. Anyway, now we'll clean this up. Don't look too bad from the beginning. You probably shouldn't. Don't let your choke carb, whatever cleaner you're using, don't let it get up in there, because you'll have seals and that can damage them. So that's why you want to replace your bellows when they crack, because it attracts dirt. And dirt just grinds everything up. This stuff don't really like dissolving. We'll see if we can't get the end of this thing here apart. Let's use a crescent wrench. All right. And you can buy this piece here as one complete unit, brand new. Now we'll straighten this out a little bit so I can try to reuse that some. I'm sure it would be better than a freaking zip tie. Of course, I'm sure somewhere you could buy the right part too, but you know, you'd think some days that maybe they just put the right part in. Okay, so now we're gonna clean this, wipe this down. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on here. Little hole, big rod, I don't know. Well, it'll fit on there. Looks like that end might be too big for that though. Close, is it? Well, I guess that'll go further and then we can put our tie right there. But if we do that, then I can tell this thing's probably too freaking short. But then again, I guess neutral position would be somewhere here in the middle. Now that everything's thoroughly greasy, use a little bit of foamy degreaser. So I can get a grip on this thing. I need to get a grip, folks. This video is quickly turning pitiful. This is how not to do it. There you go. There. That's on there so doggone tight you probably wouldn't even need any clamps. Let's see. Yeah, pretty freaking tight. Anyway, I thoroughly recommend against these. That's what we're going with for now. So there's that. These are handy little pliers, but I wish they didn't have that little cutout in them, and I'm just not sure about that thing sometimes, if it's supposed to help you or not, because it seems to me like it doesn't really help at all. It actually just freaking makes things go sideways. That was about right there is where that was. I suppose we should probably clean the grease off that. We don't want the thing working off, getting loose later. So I'd say that's pretty close. I mean, I can't be more than a turn too far, which would cause tow out, but you know, it's going from one car to another, so the variation's there. I mean, I don't know how far it'd be off. I'm not a front end guy, so anyway, there you go. Supposedly that's the correct Master Pro part, and if it is, they've got something to learn, but it doesn't seem to me like I can get the right part in the time I need, the time allowed, so I'll trust the manufacturer that they got it figured out, but I really don't think so, but we'll see. Hope that helps somebody.